Okay, and this is going to be part 2 of the Walking Dead Deluxe Comic collection. This is going to be 25 through 48, so we're starting off with volume 5, The Best Defense. So we have cover A for 25. I believe it's Rick and Glenn in the riot suits. This issue's good because it's like basically a whole piece of art and the logo's in the middle. This is the original. Issue 25C, which is a Charlie Outlook cover, I'm pretty sure. We got Rick and Dale searching the prison. And then we have this one, which I think is, I can't remember who done this, the name, it's Tulio or something. I don't want to get it up messed up, but yeah, that's Rick. D. And then 25 has an E, which is a connecting cover. We have Glenn on it here. It looks like he's killing some walkers. Yeah. Okay. Then grab the next issue. So we have 26. This is the helicopter crashing down, and we got Glenn and Rick on the cover. And 26B, which is the original, some walkers. And 26C, which is Michonne, killing walkers, kind of connecting cover. Okay. This next issue is a key issue, so there's quite a few variant covers for this one. Issue 27, the first appearance of the governor. So there's Glenn, Rick, and Michonne, and it says on their way to Woodbury. 27B, which is the original cover. 27C, which is connecting, so we got Rick, the governor, and Carl. Charlie Outlook color, I'm pretty sure. Governor holding a knife. It's a pretty nice one. Another issue with the governor being all menacing. Arthur Adams connecting one. The governor in the books is a bloody psychopath. Like TV show governor, kind of a bit more calm. You know, he's still crazy, but yeah. And then we have this one, which is a chrome foil variant. I like that one. I think there was something to do with that one. I think it was kind of like a special one or something. I am missing 2 issue 27s. They are like con exclusives, kind of annoying because I would have bought them. Okay, 28 is next. So we have like the gladiator pit on the cover A. Cover B is just like a walker fight, I guess. C, which is a connecting cover, we have Andrea fighting walkers. And then D, which is, spoiler alert, Rick's severed hand, because the governor cuts his hand off in the comics. Okay, I like the A. It's the walker heads in the fish tank. 29B, which looks like a bunch of walkers. I think you can actually like flip this one upside down and see your that way. Okay, yep. C is connecting, so we got Tyrese and Carol with the walkers. And we got the governor with his fish tank. Issue 30. This is the issue I think they escape. The governor's, they escape Woodbury, I think is this issue. And walkers, that's issue B, cover B, sorry, issue B, what am I saying? And then cover C, which I believe that is, I think that might be Maggie. And that's Deal, killing walkers. And that is volume 5, The Best Defense. So get these books out of the way. Too big of a pile, I want the bottom books being crushed. So actually maybe not. I don't think they didn't escape in the end of that one. Actually, I got it wrong. This is volume 6, which I'm trying to remember what was that volume called? It's not The Calm Before, and it's not Made to Suffer. This is the one that I get wrong. Oh, what is that called? I got no way googling it or anything. I'm trying to think what was volume 6 called. Oh, This Sorrowful Life, I think, was this volume. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. That's the only guess. I think that would be it, because I'm pretty sure The Calm Before is the one after this. Yeah, so this is the cover A. We got Michonne killing walkers. Cover B, which is Michonne at a fence killing walkers. I really like this one. This is like Michonne like with more walkers. I don't know. It's just like nice color. And the D for this one is, again, Michonne killing walkers. They all have a thing of Michonne killing walkers. Bruh. And that is a connection. Pass it off. This one connects. Okay, so 32A we have Zombie Penny. She's enjoying yummy yummies, I don't know. 32B, you've got Rick, all bloody and beaten up, he's missing an arm there. Some walkers. And then this connecting cover, which I believe that's Martinez. That's Rick and Glenn escaping Woodbury, and that says run on it for some reason. So yeah. Okay, yes, I remember this issue. This issue is the infamous one where Michonne tortures the governor. I mean, she probably should have killed them off, and then they would have had their prison, you know. Ooh, I see that up there. I see that damage. I didn't even know that happened. That's what happens when you have too many comics all in boxes, and they get moved around quite a bit. But yeah, that's the A. Here's the B. I got Michonne in the shadows. Governor, and then oh yeah, the C is the eyeball with a spoon. If you know, you know. What do we have next? 34. Actually, quite a few 34s. I don't remember if it's a key issue. I think this actually might be the one where they escape Woodbury, because I see Alice is on the cover. Maybe that's why it might be a first appearance of Alice. I can't really remember. But yeah, that's Alice. I think Michonne, Rick, Glenn, and Martinez killing walkers. That's the B. That's Laurie and Carl. Carl. That's the crashed car with the fresh pine. That's the connecting cover. So A, B, C. D is a Charlie Outward cover. I'm pretty sure that's again the characters escaping Woodbury together to go on the way to prison. And then you can't beat an old walker, because I think the walkers get into the prison. And I think this also might be the death issue of Otis. Spoilers. He knows didn't really do much, but yeah. 35. So we have Glenn going through the walker corpses and getting a ring. This is the original, the B. And I think that might connect to the other ones, I'm not too sure, or it might just be its own something, but I do like that we have the survivors in the middle, and it's like The Walking Dead with the zombie chest exposed. And the final issue of the Sorrowful Life. Colors, this one. We have the death of Martinez. Rick catches him in the act, and he's like, he's going to go back to report to the governor, and Rick's like, nope. 36B, which is the nice cover of the prison. I think that actually is Glenn proposing to Maggie. I think that happens in this one. Connecting one, yeah, the caravan. Rest in peace, buddy. And then, yep, Rick killing him. I remember when I first read it, I was actually surprised, because I generally thought Martinez was like a good guy in the books. We're talking about, like, the show was on its like 4th or 5th season. I shouldn't have even been reading the comics and watching the show. But yeah, so that's volume 6. The Sorrowful Life, I'm pretty sure. On to 37 in a second whenever I get these comics. So 37. Quite a few covers this one. So the A is Rick and Laurie. Laurie's really pregnant at this point, just lying in bed. I think this might also come from the issue where Laurie tries to tell Rick about her and Shane, and he's like, I don't want to hear it. The second cover of it, the original, but it's done with a recolor, if you know what I mean. Okay, connecting issues. So we have Glenn, Herschel, Maggie. I think this is the issue they get married. Yeah, it probably is, because look, there's another cover of their wee wedding they had. I can't remember if the show did that. I know they got married, but I don't know if the show like had the wee wedding scene or not. Okay, so this is the... I actually really like this issue coming up. I remember enjoying it, and in the colour and black and white. This is the issue where Tyrese, Michonne, Glenn, and Maggie, and I think Axel go on a, or maybe it's Andrea, maybe. Oh, and I think, oh, Axel and Andrea, they all go on this sort of like supply run to get stuff for the baby and weapons in case the governor's people come. And on the run, they bump into the governor's group, and I remember they blow up the whole gas station, and we see the tank there. So that's the A. Here's the B. We got a nice Tyrese and Andrea cover. I think that's C, the connecting ones. We got Andrea, Michonne, Axel, and Tyrese. And then a Charlie Atwood cover. So we've got them all at the truck with their Glenn and Maggie, Michonne, Axel, all ready to kick some ass. I'm pretty sure Andrea like basically solos the whole team there. I think Michonne might get one too. I'm pretty sure all those governor guys get killed by bloody Andrea. Okay. Issue. This is the birth of Judith. Yeah. Got Alice on the cover here. She's just delivered the baby. And then the connecting cover, which we have Laurie, Carl, and Rick. And look, there's a tank there. Oh yeah. I wish Andre was on the TV show. That's like one of my gripes for the show. So what's next? Issue 40. This issue, I believe, ends with Carol offing herself, or just about to, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, if you didn't know, comic book Carol is like really different, but this cover A has Michonne, Tyrese, is that Patricia maybe, Glenn, Axel, Maggie, I think. So this is kind of like them training for the governor's people coming. I think this is taken right from the end with like the shocking reveal of Carol doing that. So connecting cover, we have Dale, because he lost a leg in this volume, the Walkers. And then this really nice cover, which is like Baby Judith and Carl. It's a white cover comic, so it's kind of like hard to keep in good condition, but yeah. Maybe actually it's this issue, Carol. I'm not saying, I can't remember if it's at the end of an issue or the beginning, because I thought it was before the ending of this. So 41A is Carol getting devoured by the Walker. 41B is Rick at the fence with the rain with the Walker. It kind of looks like Laurie. C is a connecting cover, so I believe that's Sophia and Carol, who's just, yeah. And just when they can't even get the governors here now, you know, just the worst possible time the governor has pulled up. That's oh yeah, that's 42. Okay. So yeah, I got it. 40 is not the issue with Carol. It's the end of this one, and it goes into this 42. So 42A, I like this cover. It's basically the people's reaction to either the governor or Carol. I don't remember. Connecting cover with the governor. The governor basically like killed them all when he's on the tank. It's a Charlie Atwood cover of Carol getting eaten by the Walker. That is volume 7, the can before. Yeah. on to Volume 8, which is, I think, a lot of people's favourite, one of their favourite volumes of the comic. Definitely is one of my favourites. It's got some of the most action in the series, and probably some of the most tragic moments. So starting off, we have 43A, so this is the governor on the tank approaching the prison. 43B, which is the original, and this connecting one where we have the governor and Penny. So yeah, I think if I remember correctly, this issue explains how the governor survived his encounter with Michonne. A, so this Rick gets shot, if I remember, I think here. Andrea also got shot in this issue, and that's the reprint of the original. But also she gets back up and kills a whole bunch of the governor's men. That's the connecting one. So that's 44. Okay, 45. So Michonne and Tyrese decide, you know what, F the governor, we're going to get him. And they both go out there and they kill a couple of people, but Tyrese and Michonne both get captured. Michonne escapes, but Tyrese does not. 45B, which is Rick dealing with his pain from after being shot. And the connecting cover of Michonne and Tyrese. Okay. This is 46, the death of Tyrese, so spoilers, actually says spoilers first, apologies. In the books, the governor kills Tyrese, he cuts his head off with the Michonne's katana. That's the original cover. Cover B. Cover C, which is a connecting one. And cover D. Rest in peace, Tyrese, you were the goat. The penultimate issue of Compendium 1 and Volume 8. And basically this issue of The Walking Dead is 47. We have the tank come over the fence. As you can see, I'm pretty sure Axel dies in this issue, and maybe Patricia. The B cover is Laurie holding the baby with the shotgun. It's like, oh my god, are they going to kill Laurie? But it wasn't actually a governor's plan, it was Alice trying to trick them in case they came in. Connecting cover, we have Axel, Laurie. Basically, these were the survivors that stayed at the prison because the rest kind of left. And basically, all them died. So that's the connecting. And then we have this nice Andrea cover because she comes back on top of the RV and kills a bunch of people to kind of help push the tide towards the end of the battle. But all was well because in 48. Another key, the governor gets free the fence, and all these gravestones represent the survivors that we lost. Rick and Carl are now on the run because the prison's gone, the governor's gone, but so many of their family and friends are also gone. This is the original cover, but I love the way they had it like a skull there to represent the death. This connecting cover is quite good. We got Rick and Carl leaving the prison, and they're hanging on to the ghost of Laurie and Judith. Because, spoiler alert, tragically, Laurie and Judith are killed in the comics by, I think her name was Lily, a Woodbury soldier. And yeah, it's a nice cover. It's actually kind of like the page inside, and that there is volume, volume 8, Made to Suffer, issues 42 through 48. And yeah, that's gonna do it. Yeah, I'll be back in part 3 where we'll be taking a look at the next box, because that's our box empty now. Yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing, and peace.